Okay, so you can see what I've done now is finally sealed in the mask, and that's just using some decorator's cork. You could use silicone, to be honest, but it was just a case of getting it onto the screen, onto the visor, so I didn't really want that. Inside you can see I've actually finished wiring in now, and if you look, hopefully if I shine some of the light through, you can see where I've actually started to fiberglass in the wires. And what I do with that is just use some scrap bits of paper and stick the wires down, ready to go. I've got a box at the bottom there, which is where the battery will go. Just grab the battery, so you can see that there'll be two batteries, one for each side, and then on top of that the case goes unscrewed in so it can be replaced. My next stage is to use some polystyrene to pad this out. You can see I've fiberglassed in the visor, ready to go with that bit. And once I've padded out the bottom bit using the polystyrene, what I will do then is just fiberglass all the way around. I've also quickly knocked up a sort of a pattern to either go over the fan, as you can see, and then that will attach on the inside, just so I can get the inside the helmet to be the best that it possibly can, as in smooth wise, just so when I come to sew the padding and sew the lining, should I say, inside the helmet, it just makes it just a little bit more easier for me to do. And the stuff I'm going to be using is polystyrene, and I've got it in various sorts of grains. It's expanded polystyrene, and all this is really stuff that I've collected from packaging, from items I've got. I haven't bought any polystyrene whatsoever, and it's just a way of recycling it. So what I'll do next is cut through that. Ways of cutting through it, really you're going to have to use a saw unless you've got a hot wire. I haven't got a hot wire, it's just basically a wire that's hot enough to melt through this. So I should be cutting mine out on the bandsaw, and I'll let you see the picture of that when that's done, prior to the actual fiberglassing. Okay, so as you can see, I've now padded out. Rotate it around, and that will just give me the basis just to be able to fiberglass over, to be honest, and just keep it smooth, ready to go. Some of these are still a bit loose, but that's okay. And it's just a case of building up the inside now, pretty much like that. Now the other thing I've got, and I mentioned this before, is we've got some of these issues with this being a bit soft at the top. So what I've actually done here, you can see me pressing it there, what I've done there is drill the hole through and been and got myself a syringe, and I'm literally just going to inject through that hole some resin, and that should harden that bit up, and then the decoration will go around here anyway. So we're moving forward, so it's probably about 90–95% finished now. All the electrics are done, apart from the voice changer, which I'm still waiting for to install. But while that's happening, which is going to be installed in this area, but while that's happening, it doesn't stop me fiberglassing the inside and getting that complete. So next time we see it, all this should be kitted out, ready, hopefully, to start doing the fitting with the lining. So that'll be the next stage to see when it's all fiberglassed in. Right, so we're on the final stages now of the helmet. If I zoom in, hopefully what you can see is around the edge. Now I've actually placed in some silicone around there, and obviously sprayed that the right colour as well, and I've also touched up the bits around the faceplate that wasn't actually fitting that well. On the inside, or on the underside should I say, I did actually inject the resin in, and you can see now that is absolutely solid. And the next stage for that is to put the under pieces on, 3 sections under pieces onto these bits, which will cover the holes and finish the helmet off. inside the helmet, hopefully you can see, I've actually started to line it now, but if I just take the lining out, and I've lined it just by using Velcro, you can actually see, oops, what's actually gone on there. Okay, so hold off a second. Okay, so I've fiberglassed all inside the helmet. I painted it black. You can see there's a grill there, and that's just so the fan can come through this bit as well. But all this is fiberglass resined in. Box where the batteries go, that's more secure in the top. Bit of Velcro on the top, and on top of that goes in the polystyrene padded. There we go. Well, you can also see I've got the stuff around there as well for the visor. Now the visor is basically the inside of a helmet. You can order these offline like I did, and you obviously put it then to suit, and literally that goes in like so. I'll show you that way. Just make sure I get this right. So as I'm placing it in, all this should line up quite well. There it is, and the back part, then once unhooked it, should then fit around the back of the helmet. And what that does is it just enables it to be a bit more comfortable, obviously, but it also gives it a bit more support around there. So that's not quite right here. So we can sort that out in a second. So it's practically pretty much like that. Now inside as well, after I've put all that in, and it literally is just a case of sticking it in like that. Inside that bit, then around the sides are the actual cheek pieces, which are these, and these will be fitted or secured inside there. Now, because of how I've padded mine out, I had to pat it out, this doesn't actually fit in to there. So what I've actually done is got some blue foam from the internet. Again, it's about 3/4 inch or 20mm thick, and it's just foam that I've cut out. I'm going to use this foam, still use the shape of the net. I'm just going to resew those back in and place them into the helmet, and that should pretty much be the helmet done. Button on there for the back, for that bit. You can see I've started to look at how I'm going to put in some of the distress bits, but I'm going to leave it till I've got the armour done, just so I can match it up. I have put some orange bits in just to make it a bit lighter as well onto that one. And as far as the helmet goes, that pretty much is the Halo helmet complete. So I'll probably just do a quick video clip when I've got the underline done, but that pretty much is the Halo helmet complete, and that's ready to go. Okay, so next time we'll see, this is when I'm doing the paint job with the armour, and that's pretty much it. So quite happy with that.